Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Ricardo and I'm Study Boosted. Welcome back to another episode of my Back to School series. If you haven't already, go check out my previous videos and don't forget to like this video and to subscribe to my channel for a lot of upcoming study related videos. Today guys, I want to show you my note-taking essentials. Note-taking is extremely important for university. I take notes for every single class. Note-taking is absolutely fundamental. It makes sure that you're active while the teacher is speaking and you write down all of the information that you need to remember and to study. What I usually do is that I take notes during class onto some notebooks, and then when I'm back I rewrite my notes on other notebooks. Today I want to show you the minimal supplies that I use in class while taking my notes. The very first item is a small notebook. I love small notebooks because they're super portable. I usually have them either lined or squared, and usually I just don't feel like spending a lot of money on note-taking notebooks, so I go for like very cheap notebooks. So this, for example, is one notebook that I used last semester. As you can see, it's pretty small. This one was lined. It was super cheap, super cheap, and the paper is recycled. Now, I'm not gonna show you in today's video how I set it up, but don't miss tomorrow's video, which is going to be about how I set up my note-taking notebook. For this semester, I got these 2 packs of grid notebooks from Hema. They were super cheap and these ones are squared. My second item is big pens. While taking notes, I never use all of my fancy black Fineliners that you see in my videos. I just go for super cheap big pens. I usually go for blue because I like it better, but I used to use black big pens as well. So I usually have a pack of like 10 of them, and I make sure that I always have 3 or 4 in my backpack just in case. My third item is a pencil. Now, since I'm studying engineering, I have a lot of scientific subjects and you end up drawing quite often. So that's why I always make sure that I have a pencil. As you can see here, this is like the most basic pencil ever. Also, I have a pencil sharpener so that, you know, I can sharpen the pencil, but seriously, this was like in a pack of like, I don't know, like 20 or 30 pencils, and like I got it like a couple of years ago and I still have pencils from that pack. My fourth item is my ruler. Now, this ruler is literally life. Like, I use it all the time. I use it for my bullet journal. I use it for note-taking as well. Now, I bring my ruler for the same reason that I bring a pencil. Sometimes I have to do some like graphs, or I need to draw 3D objects, so a ruler is absolutely necessary for me. My fifth item is my mechanical eraser. You've probably seen this item on my videos as well. I use this all the time. I got it in Muji a couple of months ago. I don't remember exactly the price. It was a little bit expensive, but this is totally worth it. The reason why I love this eraser so much is because it's within this case, so the eraser itself doesn't get dirty. Plus, you can erase with different levels of precision, if that makes sense. And what I like is that once you're done with the eraser, you can just buy the filler. And to be honest, I've been using this constantly, like for months, and I still have a lot of eraser left. My sixth item is Fineliners. Now, as I said, I don't use black Fineliners for writing, but I do use some colored Fineliners while taking notes. If you're studying sciences, you know that at times you really need to have different colors to identify different parts of an equation, for example, or if you're drawing something and you want to add some details on a certain area, you do need to have some colors so that you make sure that your notes do make sense. Even the teacher uses colors, so I make sure that I always have a couple of Fineliners with me. These ones are the Staedtler Triplus Fineliners. They're absolutely my favorites, and I usually bring 5-6 colors with me. My seventh item is highlighters. For note-taking, I absolutely love using my zebra liners. When taking notes, I don't use the highlighters while I take notes, but I use the highlighters right afterwards, or when there is a small break. I usually have 4 or 5 highlighters, and each highlighter has a certain purpose. My orange mild liner, for example, is only for definition. My green mild liner is only for a mathematical formula. The pink mild liner is only for important, very important information that I want to highlight. I usually use the blue for highlighting minor information that is still important, but it's not like as important, if that makes sense. And usually I use the red and the purple for the titles. Usually during a note-taking session, the teacher goes through, like, let's say a paragraph, okay? So he talks about the paragraph, you take notes about the paragraph, and then before he or she moves to the next paragraph, there is like a small break. It can be like 30 seconds or like 1 minute or like 5 minutes, but usually during those minutes I go through what I have just taken and I use my highlighters to go through it and say, okay, this is a formula, so it has to go green. This is a definition, so it has to be orange, and so on. My 8th item is a whiteout. Now, while taking notes, I usually write super fast, so I don't really mind if I'm not writing correctly or if I make mistakes. So if there is a mistake, I would just cross it and go on. But during the mini breaks, I make sure that I use my whiteout to clean things up a little bit. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. What are your note-taking essentials? Please leave that in a comment down below, and don't forget to watch my previous videos and tomorrow's video about how I set up my note-taking notebook. Have a great day, guys, and as usual, stay boosted.